Hello viewers and welcome to yet another Warhammer 40,000 Conquest video production. My name is Mitch and I am the Hive Tyrant. Today I'm pleased to present you with a reading of the second installment of our Planetfall cycle narrative, Vengeance Owed and Vengeance Earned. This is the story insert included within the war pack Boundless Hate and is the second of a series of short stories which together construct a background narrative for Conquest LCG. So be sure to let me know in the comments what you think of the second chapter of our ongoing story, and do share your preliminary assessment and initial impressions of our overarching plot. But with our premise aside, I hope you enjoy Vengeance Owed and Vengeance Earned. Blue blood sprayed as bits of armor and flesh were thrown in a wide arc by the whirring teeth of the chain axe. A roar of savage bloodlust split the air above the frenzied cries and murderous growls of the blood god's chosen warriors. Barzul the Hatebound could feel Khorne's fury boiling through his veins. The rage of 100 centuries of bloodshed and conquest washed over him, a familiar, welcome torment. The grinding agony in his brain from the butcher's nails fueled his hatred and aggression, pushing him to the brink of madness. It had been too long since he had faced proper foes, felt hot blood on his face, and heard the choked, gurgling screams of those who died beneath his blade. And today was little more than a taste. No true sport, these Tau. With a roar and surge of his bulking form, the Chaos Space Marine planted his chain axe in the chest of a Tau crisis suit. The pilot inside screamed, and the limbs of the suit thrashed as the demonic teeth of the blade tore hungrily through the armor to feast on the weak flesh beneath. These blue-skinned aliens in their armored battlesuits fought like cowards. They relied on withering fire, tactical retreats, and constant strategic redeployment to avoid ever meeting their foes face to face. Though the butcher's nails sensed only that he was committing atrocities on the living, and thus relented their maddening neural scratch, this foe did not satisfy him. He craved the rip and the tear of blades. He hungered for the savagery that spread through an enemy force. He thirsted for the desperate, brutal fury that consumed his foes as their blood was spilt and their souls fell to the Lord of Skulls. But these puny Tau offered him no such satisfaction. They died well enough, but they offered no true contest. For so long he'd been denied a worthy fight. His route to this planet, to his prize, to the skull of Saint Camilla, had been plagued by the trickery and misdirection of the Dark Eldar raider Selene Morn. The depraved Archon would pay in blood for her meddling, though he neither knew nor cared why she hounded his path to this pitiful world. It was her that brought down his space hulk, the Keru Aramaeus, his twisted vessel of warp stuff and cursed void ships. Now, thanks to her interference, he spent his strength against an unworthy foe and lost too many warriors to these feeble aliens. He should be storming the shrine of Saint Camilla. He should be reaping a bloody path through the servants of the Corpse Emperor. He should be laying low the guardians of that warrior saint's crypt and claiming her gilded skull in the name of Khorne. Enough of these puny wretches. Skulls for the Skull Throne, blood for the Blood God. The warlord screamed as he ripped his axe from the chest of the Crisis battlesuit, leaving naught but a gory chasm behind. Skulls, slaughter, blood, carnage, death, death, death! The warriors at his back chanted a litany of hatred and murder as their rushing torrent of bloodshed surged forward, rending the Tau caught in their wake to bloody tatters. His cleavers reveled in the violence, their twisted twin hearts racing and their broken minds blazing with the pleasureless thrill of bloodletting. Barzul the hate-bound, who would soon earn the favor of Khorne, strode toward the horizon, looking to the distant silhouette of St. Camilla's shrine. Without taking his eyes from the Cyclopean edifice, he swung his axe down, and with a guttural growl, he felt the hot spray of blue blood against his scarred face as he cleaved the head of a fire warrior wretch from its shoulders. Gripping the head by its long, braided hair, Zul raised it high above his head. The champion of the blood god let loose a lunatic scream of fury and hate, carrying with it the promise of butchery, devastation, and unstoppable carnage. Those who stood between him and his prize would suffer, and those who had delayed his ascension would know his wrath. So there you are. That was Vengeance Owed and Vengeance Earned, the second chapter in the overall Planetfall cycle narrative. What did you think about the story, and what did you think about our overall plot thus far? And what would you like to see done with future narrative elements for Conquest LCG? Be sure to let me know in the comments, but as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like button and do consider subscribing to this channel if you've not done so already. Or if you are already subscribed, consider sharing this content, as the more individuals there are that end up exposed to this lore, to this game, the more people may end up joining our community, and of course, all together we continue to send the message to Fantasy Flight Games, telling them to continue to support this fantastic product. If at any point you'd like to get in touch with me, I would encourage you to do so through Facebook or on Twitter, and if you ever feel so inclined to help support the Hive Tyrant, I would be absolutely honored were you to consider making a donation or contribution to my Patreon. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, be sure to check back in again soon for much more Conquest LCG content to come.